Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Welcome back to How Farms Work. Now you may be able to hear the patter of the rain on the machine shed roof, but it is time for us to focus on our last cutting of hay. Now this would be our second, third, and fourth cutting depending on which field you're in, but being as that it's the end of the year, it's the last cut, we just need to go out and cut all the hay down so that we can make it, put it in, and then just focus on harvesting. Because now that it is September, harvesting could be looming upon us by the end of the month or sooner, depending on how fast things dry down. So we are going to be making hay anytime in the next day or two, but hopefully next week we can get out there and start making it. So we're going to be getting a package in the mail today, and I'm standing here waiting for it. It's a package we've seen before, but I'm excited to get it because it is going to help us finish up our last cutting of hay even faster. Now, we are getting something different next week that I'm also excited for because it's going to help us keep our hay better, longer during the winter, better preserved. So I'm excited to get that one. We've used one in the past, but we haven't gotten one of these. So I'm excited to give it a try. We need to unhook the 7600 from the Rhino 4155. Travis went out and mowed some stuff with this. I might be going out to the pasture and mowing stuff with it if we get a little bit of a dry spell next week and we aren't cutting hay yet. I haven't gotten a chance to mow anything with this yet, but I would like to take it out to the pasture and give one good clearing off of everything out there, all the weeds, to level everything off, so that then next year it's basically just a fresh start. Change of plans. Instead of the 76, I'm going to back this into the shed and take that hammer strap off that we used on the grain cart, and we'll probably pull it off the trailer with this because it's going to be going on this anyway. The sprayer's on the 4640. Travis was spraying the valley with the insecticide. Apparently he's got a bad case of armyworms down there that's eating up the hay. So he was spraying that 2 days ago, and then he was hauling hay yesterday while I was doing some custom mowing work. That looks vaguely familiar. I would love a trailer like that. I think a trailer like that needs a wet kit in the truck, which Big Red does not have. They do have them where it's a mechanical drop deck. Even so, any kind of lowboy trailers are stupid expensive. No air. Whew. We got the hammer strap taken off. He's unhooking that. Could go help him, but you know what? You're doing great, Steve. Good job. Keep up the great work. Hannah always calls me sugar. If I go out into the rain, I'll melt for sure. We're using the Deere to pick up the tongue on the baler, because apparently they just picked up the baler and dropped it on, which was pretty baller. Are we maxed out?
No, we're not. Just we should have just raised the skid loader and left it up.
Don't tell me you didn't need an arm workout today.
Well, I probably did, but
The KUHN VB 560 has returned. So we're going to be using this baler in conjunction with the John Deere baler to speed up our last cutting of hay. And according to last year, I mean, that really saved us last year because the John Deere baler broke down halfway through the first field down at the valley. And I was able to get made like, I want to say it was like 150 before the rain finally set in and we quit. So saved Travis some money down at the valley down there by getting bales made. So it's nice having two balers. This has the small 1000 on it, and the A2 has the large 1000. We're not going to be taking the duals off just for round baling. It'll save us some time just running it as is. And yeah, it's quite a sight seeing the tractor with the duals all the way around pulling a baler. So Ben's here. We're gonna get it set up, and if you want to start hooking that up to the battery, I'll hook up the PTO.
You might not have to. It's got the ISO plug on it.
Yeah, it does.
You might not need this.
Really? Well, that'd be sweet.
You'd be able to use it without having to run the harness.
Really? Okay. Here. So. Ben and I got the KUHN VB 560 all hooked up to the 8235R, and we ran it. Everything runs good. We've got 2 extra rolls of net wrap tucked under the sides for us to use, and now it's just the waiting game for the weatherman to tell us when we can start cutting hay. I feel pretty bad for the guys who cut a couple days ago and then are watching it get rained on again yet today. But anyway, whenever things straighten out, I'll be sure to use this. We'll be using it in conjunction with the John Deere baler to get done with our last cutting of hay faster, which is really nice because having this extra equipment on the farm really it halves the time that it takes for us to make the valley down there. And usually we're down there for about a week straight just doing everything. So Ben and I got the CCI 800 hooked up in here in the cab, which is nice. It's the same monitor that we had last year. The reason it's really nice is not only because it's touchscreen, but because it plugs right into the tractor with just one cable. So you've got your data and power going through the same spot. The baler plugs into the ISO bus in the back of the tractor, so it's pretty much just plug and go. We got the monitor all mounted up, and the 82 is just going to wait until it's time to start baling. But we have another package coming next week, so be sure to stay tuned for that video. When that comes out, I can pretty much start using that as soon as it shows up. That's going to be going straight out to my place, and I'll be sure to make a video on using that. So I'm really looking forward to getting it. But I want to give KUHN a huge thank you for sending this down for us to speed things along, and I'm sure we're going to make good use of it. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All how farms work. And with that, I'll see you next time.